Hello, people. It is I, Brandon, the Starseed. I am here. It has been a few weeks. I apologize for that. I've been busy. I've had things going on. I didn't really have topics either. Like, I was trying to think of something to talk about, but I really didn't have anything like major that was coming to mind. But the weather is really nice out here today. Oh no, my canvas bag is blowing away. Get back over here, you canvas bag. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. I'm just going to have to attach this to my leg so it doesn't blow away. Canvas bag. Yeah, I didn't really have like a topic. So I just thought, screw it. The weather's nice. The energy is good. I should just record something and we'll see what happens. Yeah. I did want to talk about like one main thing, which is that life is short. Like, somebody in my family has recently passed away. Not somebody I was super close with. It was like an in-law, but still, it was a person that I knew. It was a person that was like my own age practically. And while this person was going through a lot of health issues, they were kind of doing well. Like they were making like somewhat of a recovery through things. So this was kind of like a little bit of an unexpected turn to happen so quickly. And it just kind of cements that thing in my mind that like life is really short. Like as much as it seems like it drags on forever, and especially when you're young and it feels like every day just drags on. At the end of things, it all just happens so fast. So I think my one thing I wanted to address today is the idea that like, since life is so short, and any of us can pass away at any moment unexpectedly, it really matters to try to live each day to the fullest. I'm not talking about being super selfish and just trying to get yours. I'm talking the other way, that try to make an impact in people's lives. Like everyone around you, like everything from like a random stranger that you're talking to at a grocery store, all the way to your family and your friends and the people that are closest to you. Like all of that. Like just try to make a positive impact in everyone that you encounter. Like not like go out of your way to be fake about it. Like that's not going to work. And there's plenty of people that do that. They're super fake about it, and they're trying to create like this rapport that's not authentic. And that's not what I mean. Like what I'm talking about is the idea that like you genuinely connect with every person you interact with. Like while you're like checking out a grocery store, like the person's trying to make small talk, and maybe they're just trying to get through their day, but you look them in the eyes, and you thank them for doing a good job, or for asking you a question, or whatever. Try to engage with the people. Like we haven't replaced all of the employees with robots yet, right? So you might as well, when you encounter another human being, treat them like they are another human being. Like, I don't know. I see a lot of people that are just rude to other people constantly. And the idea being that they're strangers. I'll never encounter them again. It's just a random encounter with somebody. Like, you bump into somebody in the aisle of a Walmart, and it's like, I don't know. It just feels like it would be better on this planet in general, and maybe that's just the Starseed thing in me, that I feel like it would be better if everybody was just nice to each other, like genuinely. Like if people honestly could look at somebody else and to empathize with them and think, okay, well, I might not agree with all of the opinions of this person. I might not, trust this person because I don't know them, but I can at least be genuinely kind to these people. Like, whatever. Do what you want. I don't care. I'm doing that. Okay, that's my thing. I'm genuinely trying to be kind to people. Any person who encounters me, I try to give them my full attention in the moment. I try. It's not always going to happen. I get distracted. Things happen. It is what it is. But the point is, I'm making an effort. Like I'm trying to catch myself on any time where maybe it's just a normal encounter with a random stranger that I didn't think I would ever meet again, right? And I have to take those moments and make them mean something. I can't just go into autopilot and just, pay for the food and walk out, to my car and not even think like, oh, what was the color of the hair of the person who checked, who was my checkout person? If I can't even remember that, like I'm not engaging, I'm just floating through life. And I just feel like as humans, we have the ability to impact other people's lives so strongly by just being who we are, just being authentically who we are. Think about the people that like you maybe not idolize, but that you see positively. Whether they're famous people, whether they're sports stars, whether they're, business people, whether they're friends or family, whatever. Think of somebody in your life that you see in a positive way, that you aspire to be more like them, or maybe not be like them, but you seeing people like in that energy gives you some kind of inspiration of like what a person should be like. Like, think of people like that. If you can't think of anybody like that, then find people like that. But be more like that to other people. Be the person where when you walk away from somebody, they feel positive about that interaction. They feel like they met somebody important, and they feel like they were important. Like their time mattered, their opinion was valued. I don't know, whatever. The reason I think that matters is because like we go through life just kind of shrugging things off and moving from situation to situation, and we always complain like as if we're so lonely and we're so alone and there's nobody that cares, but in reality we're not caring about other people either. We're not giving the attention to other people, so it's like you gotta, if you want to be less lonely, talk to more people. If you want to feel less isolated in the world, open up to more people. I think it goes both ways. If you treat other people a certain way, you'll find that these people will come back. They'll like, somebody will be going through autopilot, right? And they're just doing their thing. And then you engage with them actively. You look them in the eyes and you talk to them with meaning, with actual heart, right? It could snap them out of it. It can completely change their whole day just because of the fact that they weren't expecting it, Being kind to people when they expect it, that's overrated, honestly. Like the whole, when you're in a work environment, you have to be nice to your coworkers, or you have to treat bosses a certain way, or you have to or family environment, right? And there's a certain level of respect, to your elders and whatever. None of that matters because that's required by society. What I'm talking about is the shit that's not required by society, right? Being kind to complete strangers, right? Doing kind things. Just be on the lookout for things that you can do to be a kind person to somebody who needs it, because what you might not have, other people might have, and they might be willing to help you. But what you have, other people might be in need of, and they might be as simple as just you being honest with somebody, or you treating somebody like they matter. Even somebody as simple as a McDonald's employee. Maybe that 17-year-old McDonald's cashier has never had anybody actually treat her with respect or treat him with respect, right? Maybe if you set the example and be respectful of people, you'll start seeing more people, like a pay it forward. People will do it back. I don't know. That's what I'm working on. I'm not trying to lecture and tell you guys how to live your lives. Nobody's going to listen. Do what you got to do. But what I'm saying is, for me, it's starting to matter more to not just have random interactions with complete strangers, but instead to try to make everything more meaningful. As much as possible. And that goes even deeper with people who know me, If you know me and I talk to you and I take my time to interact with you consistently, that's a whole nother thing. That's where I'm trying to get rid of shallow relationships that are based on small talk, If I have a friend and all I do is just, how are you doing? Everything's fine. Okay, good, talk to you later. If there's no... If neither one of the people in a friendship is willing to open up and talk about what's really going on in their lives, what's really bothering them, what's really stressing them out, then that's not really a friendship. That's just acquaintances going through the motions, And I'm not that I'm trying to eliminate those, but I'm trying to pay more attention to people who are paying more attention to me. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a fair thing. If you've got people that are trying to reach out to you and connect to you and be your friend, be their friend. Pay attention to them. Because what happens if one day they stop? One day they stop trying to talk to you. One day they just vanish and they're gone and they're dead, or they're in a hospital in a coma or something. It'd be better to feel like you embraced every moment that you had with him, even if it's somebody that you don't like that much, right? It just, I don't know. I know there's a lot of I don't knows in this video, but I think my point is that I'm having this kind of existential holy shit, I should I should like try to practice what I preach more, you know, because I say a lot of this stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that in my day-to-day life that I'm always doing it. You know, I catch myself going through the routine, drive to work, you know, do work, drive home. People might encounter me at work and I don't even know. I've got my headphones on, I'm walking around the building with music playing in my ears. People literally have to come up and shake me if they want to get my attention because I just can't hear anything. And that's me tuning out the world, you know, and I do that. I'm guilty of that. I do that a lot, especially when I'm at work or when I'm in an uncomfortable environment. I just put the headphones on, listen to music, and tune out the world. But sometimes it matters to listen to the world, you know, and to be there for people when they need it, to be willing to open up and be honest with people because maybe you need help and you're just not admitting that you need help. Maybe you don't know that you need other people. I don't know, whatever. For me, that's kind of, I'm selfish in a lot of ways, and I'm very egotistical in a lot of ways. And I don't really like thinking that I need help. I don't really like, being involved in other people's drama if it's not, if I can't, either A, I can't help them, or B, I don't feel like they're meeting me halfway or whatever. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm working on myself now and realizing that I have to get better at practicing what I preach. I have to be a better listener. I have to be more willing to engage with people. And I have to be more open-minded to the fact that, you know, I might not see my purpose in somebody's life, or I might not see their purpose in my life right away. But that doesn't mean I just need to, like, distance myself from all people, you know? It's like, for me, if I meet somebody and I know that I've encountered them in a past life, like, I can tell, like, the past life memories, and I start to, like, get some of those memories, I start making a lot of my judgments on how I treat them in this life based on what happened in the past. And I shouldn't be doing that either. For all I know, my past lives are their future lives, and they haven't even done that yet, like on a soul level. And for me to hold people to the standard of a totally different life and totally different circumstances, it's not really fair. So, yeah, be more in the moment, engage more with people when you can, try to do good deeds if you can. If you catch yourself getting really upset or angry at the world, just try to identify where that's coming from, you know, identify what is causing you to feel that way, you know, I don't know. Words of advice. It's more like I'm just telling you guys what I'm up to right now and what I'm focusing on. I always do this. I kind of lecture, but I'm just lecturing to myself because I actually watch these videos probably more than anyone else does. It helps me gauge where I'm at psychologically and emotionally. It helps me to kind of, you know, plan where I'm going as far as my spiritual growth. And you know, if I didn't do these videos and I didn't watch them and I didn't see the progression, it would be easy for me to just, I don't know, kind of get lost in the whole process. And I recommend other people do the same thing. Journal your path, or do videos, or record yourself having, you know, conversations with yourself about shit. Whatever. Do something that captures what you're going through in life, you know? Don't just wait until you're successful and you're happy and you're secure to write everything down of how you got there, because you won't remember. And you'll never be there. You'll always be striving for something else. Even when you are twice as rich and twice as emotionally stable and twice as, you know, physically healthy, you'll still want more. That's just the human nature. So you might as well just start journaling the whole process now, or taking video, or at least sharing it with other people, you know? Yeah. So I think that's my bigger thing. Overall, connect with people. Be willing to connect with people. Don't be so closed off, you know? Don't be overly trusting of everybody, but don't be overly distrusting. Like, find that happy medium where you let each individual be who they are in this life, and you make your judgments on them based on that. Yeah, that seems fair. All right, well, enjoy. I'm going to enjoy the day. It's beautiful weather today, and I like it. It's nice. It's really nice. Here, I'll do like a little, we'll move this up so you can see. There we go. We'll move this over this way. Ooh. See, it's so pretty out here today. Look at this. Look at that. It's just, everything's just so nice. So nice and so pretty. So pretty. All right. Fare thee well. Thank you for watching. I know this one's been a long one, but it's been a few weeks, so I had a lot to say, I guess. Cool. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Farewell.